everybody. Welcome to another ride along with Goggles. And yep, we're still in the beta 151, as you can see by the screen. So we're going to just look at it a little bit. And this is going to be a bit of a longer video because I've got a kind of a long trip set up here, potentially with the live unload at the far end. But we are in Scotts Bluff. But here's your opening screen now. And it's kind of confusing. Doesn't right jump out at you and say do this, but anyway, this is where you see your profile. So this is that one I made the other day. I don't know if it was a tutorial or just yakking. I made a 151 Ruda, cloned it, and I had to take a bunch of stuff out. So I cloned it, brought it into 151, looked in the mod manager, which is here versus mods. You would just go there, went here and looked in, and all the stuff that was red I took out. And so it's all green, but once again, this has got all the Ruda stuff. Well, not all of it, the 4 trucks I own, and a whole bunch of skins. So it's a big load order. It looks like it's huge, but it's a lot of sort of repetitious stuff. So anyway, it's the same once you get in there, as far as I can tell. All this is the same. Don't see any changes. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same. We'll get out of there, go back to the screen. So your profile, when you want to select what profile you're going to use, it looks different now. So, but it's all the same stuff. You can see your DLCs here. It takes a while to populate them all. But, I'll have a whole bunch of this stuff. It'll just takes a little while to get it all in there. So, it's ownership. So yeah, everything in here, I'm going to have it. So, let's go back. Extras, I haven't checked that yet. Oh, community changelog about back. Options, that's the same as in the game, in the menu. In the game menu, it's all changed though. I'll show you, and instead of having that back button, or you get this return to title screen all the time. And when you're in the game, when we continue to the game, it's not, you don't have a launch pad anymore. You have a title screen that you're going to go back to. So, I guess the difference being the title screen has all those different options that, well, I think the launch pad had most of those too. It's just a different look, I guess. They're trying to freshen it up and further update that aspect of it. So when we're in here, this all looks much the same, except for when you go system, instead of launchpad, which was right here, I believe, now it says title screen over here. And you can do desktop backgrounds, and you can set your desktop background. You can pick the style you want. I think I got that one. I haven't tried that one in a long time. Through the mountain. Yeah, that one's kind of boring. And what's this one? Waves. Now I could try that. Okay, so then once we're in here, the rest of it seems to be pretty much the same. There's a search function in here somewhere. I don't know if it's in company or services, vehicle diagnostics. So is that new? No, it's this page here. So anyway, yeah, things are, this is the same there. And yeah, but let's hop in and drive. We're going to get a dynamic load here. And this is at Scotts Bluff. And this site is a tricky one to get in. I drove from around there, came through, see that railway engine in the background there, the red and blue and white? Came through there, turned into here. Turned in, and it's kind of tight with this trailer. So I came in a little wee bit. It loaded about 1 or 2% before I could back there and get the trailer better lined up. It's still not perfect, but it is what it is. So, we got the high beams on. Get that off, and we'll keep loading here. See if we can't get this over a little further. And it's sugar beets. Oh, we got ourselves on the ramp there. If we can get going with low. Takes a long time to load these. So went looked around a whole bunch of things. I tried my hardest to get a load with a chip trailer, but never happened. And even I got in touch with Recon, and we got on the phone and or chat, Discord, and shared screens back and forth. And he was showing me the triggers. And when he looks at it in the map developer mode, he can see that it's a dynamic load off of that auger at the chip auger at the logging locations. So you would think it would work, but it doesn't. And we tried all over trying to get a trigger to load. I took and abandoned probably 4 or 5 loads just in case it was random, and no joy. So it may be something that's gonna come up, you know, just wasn't ready for prime time or even beta for that matter. So we're going as Lincoln, Nebraska. Well, I should have. Oh. After 50 yards, turn right. We gotta do a couple things here. Turn on traffic. And let's have that look at that vehicle diagnostics thing again. Kind of interested to see where was that? Oh, I was over here. Services, vehicle. Let's see what I got for an engine in here. Oh, it's a 700. That'll work. This will make sure I have enough power. It's fairly heavy, and we got to really get going here because it's the longest trip. Yeah, I picked the load up here, drove all the way in and around, and keep right. It's a little different. After 50 yards, go straight. Go straight. I think she wants us to turn right here, doesn't she? She's messing with me. Gotta turn right here. £55,125 of sugar beets. So this site here doesn't have any dynamic loading or unloading. Tried both there. Somebody coming. short. The guy couldn't be caught when he was in there. Jeez. Wow. He pulled out and made that dude stop. Wow, I wonder if they're a little more aggressive. The AI have been turned up a bit. We'll find out here. Got the interior sounds turned down a bit from that previous video. Yeah, Recon was thinking there's going to be some issues. Potentially, they may have a fair bit of work to do to get up to 151. Hopefully it's not so, but he's taking a look at it right now. Oh no, wait a minute, he's driving. Yeah, he's going to... hopefully he's driving. Dude needs to take a break. Yeah, so this is just straight base game, no graphic mods at all. Took the real place names out from what we were running earlier. It spawns more traffic than it used to. Yeah, the Oshkosh Air Show was that Oshkosh Air Show was on recently, and every now and then do something different. Like today when I was having lunch, I like to put on the it's air show stuff, I think is the channel on YouTube, and they have the Oshkosh arrivals and departures. I was kind of kick out of watching those. I like the arrivals better than the departures, but it's pretty cool. Didn't hear the same audio. There was like, if you don't know about Oshkosh, it's like the busiest little airport in the world when they have that air show, because it's huge, and they just get all manner of things coming in there, like C5 Galaxies and little CB amphibs and a bit of everything. Saw little Stinson come in here today. Jets, fighter jets, all kinds of stuff. The other day saw Sukhoi, was that an S-27 or whatever they call it? But anyway, yeah, it's kind of fun to watch them come in. But there's a dude who used to call the landing, and they have these spots on the runway, big dots, colored dots, because they're landing planes constantly. Like there could be, like apparently it's not the place to go if you're an inexperienced pilot. Is they're landing multiple planes, like just in sequence, one after the other, and guys are landing, touching down, and they'll have a dot color, like the orange dot, the green dot, the red dot, the purple dot, you know, land on the dot, they'll tell the guys. So some guys have to come in, and if they got a plane, they'll land at a very low speed. They get the guy to keep on flying down the runway, keep going. They tell him, land on the purple dot, and he's got to fly past. He'll go down, you know, 2/3 of the runway before he touches down. You see these guys coming in and going by the camera position, still flying, or you see the warbirds come in when they ask them to do that. And a lot of those are tail draggers, so they just wheel them in on the main landing gear, and they keep the throttle up. They go by the camera at a rate of knots with the main gear down and the tail wheel up, and it's pretty hairy, man, I'm telling you. Saw a couple, were they P50? Yeah, there were P51s landed, and the one guy was really close landing behind the other guy, and they just went offset on the runway. The runway's lots wide enough for like a World War II fighter, and the one guy just stayed right, the other guy's left, and they were, jeez. Well, the guy in the left caught up to the guy in the right. He was like, got up to within like 5 plane lengths of him. It's like pretty hair-raising stuff. Saw one dude, was it last year or the year before? Guy was lost and dazed and confused or something. And they had a heck of a time with him, trying to get him to do the right thing. He was flying, he had to do a go-around, and he ended up flying across the airfield in the airspace, and there's a big freak out, and here you get, so, oh yeah, getting back to the other guys with the dots landing, they had the camera, there was this speaker, and there's this one dude in the tower, because they have multiple air traffic controllers keeping an eye on everybody, and the guy who'd be calling the final approaches was, they could hear him in the speaker, and oh my God, was it ever cool? Like the guy was right on it. It was pretty cool. After every guy successfully touched down, you know, even though he's keeping his eye on the next guy in the queue, he's saying, "Great landing, good to have you here," and all this stuff. Like there's really, and then he'd get right on the next guy and calling out his dot to land on, and oh man. If you like aviation stuff, man, that's the height of entertainment right there. Just there's so much happening. Yeah, pretty neat. Anyway, this is a trucking show. Back to the trucking. So I'm just gonna have to step out on a limb, and I'm thinking the dynamic loading of the chips just isn't on the cards. If somebody else gets a load, let me know. Yeah, I'll keep trying. But I burned through about $72,000 abandoning loads, trying to get a dynamic one to see if it worked or not. So Jasper's wheel pack, the new version didn't work. Recon was in with his old 2.8 version of the wheel pack and it was working. So maybe I'll have to put that back in. Or just wait. He might just update it right away. ZeeMod has a new wind and weather, I think, or weather, might have been the weather effect mod out this morning. I haven't downloaded it yet. I'll have to get on that. But yeah, I'm really excited about Arkansas and what it's going to bring. Moving further east and getting those leafy treed forests, hardwood forests, I guess a lot of them are. Good time on this trip. Now we're on this road. Hopefully we stay on it for a while. Ooh, got a couple Southwest Motor Transports here ganging up. A Mac here. Who's in the Mac? Oh, that's Lian. I haven't heard from Lian in quite a while. I hope he's doing all right. See what kind of truck that was. Lone Star. Oh shoot, scale. Boy, what do we got here? 96,000 pounds, let's say. $94, $170. So that's good. I guessed high. Nice. One of these days I'll get to know what all these trailers weigh. It's like one of those things, got to do it 85,000 bajillion and 322 times before it sinks in. Be better if I just found out what all the trailer weights were. wrote them all down, and then just looked at them and just went up and down the list 10 times. If I wanted to be real accurate and be, if it mattered, I would have a sheet over here on my little wall here and have them there, but it doesn't matter in the game. It's just for fun. I think it'd be pretty cool to do a convoy in beta. That'd be fun. Wonder how hard that would be to get going. Oh, I didn't check the convoy screen to see if anything changed there. So I have to take a photo here pretty quick. I keep threatening to stop at this museum and I never do. See, we're going about 500 degrees on the barometer less than we were going yesterday. We're going faster. Like the other day when I had the smaller engine, I think I was down to 4 1/4, and I was trying to get up and go highway speeds. I was probably only going 65 miles an hour, maybe 70. And here we're going 77 miles an hour, pulling the same weight. I believe it was 50, around 50, high 50s the other day. And yeah, we're at oh shoot, hang on, I gotta pause. Yeah, just doctor's office, but just routine. Yeah, so, yeah, Recon's thinking with the lack of big change in this beta that the actual 151 in Arkansas may come up, you know, relatively soon. Maybe as early as 3 weeks of beta. Because I don't know he was looking around the map and trying to see what was new, and there are things that have changed, and he's going to have a lot of work to do, it looks like. And once again, he's got to look at that a little harder yet just to see what the extent of it is, because of textures and texture changes and things they may have used in Recon and Driver 47. They may have used things in the map that have been changed, so they're going to have to go and swap out and change a bunch of stuff. So that's kind of a bummer for them. But the overall scope of the change doesn't seem to be huge, other than getting ready for Arkansas and adding this dynamic loading for the chip trailers, quote unquote. You know, the bigger deal seems to be the interface. And I know in the release notes, you know, when they show you, you know, what's in the update, you go and check on that, and it doesn't say anything about dynamic loading of chips. So it's like it wasn't quite ready, and they put the bait out anyway. I don't quite get that. Like, what was the big rush? Lincoln, we better roll up here. We're probably gonna have to get off soon.
Keep left.
Jeez. Wait a second. Did I miss a turn? I must have. Let's look at the map. No, guess not. Thought I was closer than that. Next turn off. Oops. Should just hit the map button. There I go again. Sure. So what I did is, before I took this job, so I was at Scott's Bluff, I saw the job, and that I would get dynamic loading, and before I took the job, I flew down here to Lincoln and looked at the...
After 50 yards, exit right ahead.
Looked at the unloading, where we're going to unload, and there is a grate there. It's a grate under a... like a shed.
After 100 yards, turn left.
Yeah, it's like I got the traffic turned up. I swear. Yeah, I took the big garage out of the load order as well. So let's see if I can remember everything I took out. Sound fixes. Real companies, big garage, Jasper's wheels, the new version 2.9. Let's see. Ooh, there's more. Oh, all the graphics mods. So in this profile, it was PNG and Weather 3.1. Weather 3.1 might have worked. I don't know. I didn't even check it. I just took it out.
Turn left.
Yeah, quite a bit of stuff. There are probably more. Oh, all the map mods, right? That was a lot in this profile. I had quite a bit going on. Well, it's getting's good here. Oops. Turn a little sharp there. I guess we're gonna go under the road or what? Yeah, I was looking over there thinking that's where we're going. It still might be. Too much throttle. Now, let's see if we get dynamic unloading. That would be something. I haven't had it at both ends. Oh, shoot, I'm not supposed to go in the parking lot. I'm supposed to go through this barrier here. Or, I can't remember what they call these. Security check, I guess. Yeah, dude looks at his watch all sarcastically. Where were you, buddy?
You have reached your destination.
Yes, that shed up ahead there. Hopefully we get to unload in there. Find out. Hopefully they'll just back us up here. That'll be a letdown. Oh, that could be it there. Let's play it safe. Oh yeah, that's it. Or we should just go across the scale. Yeah, let's do that. It'd be cool if the scale was active too. That'd be awesome. Way in and out. The sugar beets don't look very three-dimensional to me. Like you get down on an angle like this, it almost got a shine across. It was like looking across a pond of water. Guess the whole thing's just gonna go at once. Oh no, no, sorry, it doesn't. Looks like it's, yeah, just gonna be the front. And what if I went further ahead? Would it start unloading all of it? Does the back go too? Oh shoot. Yeah, I think so. No, yeah, the back was going too. Okay, yeah, so in this one you can get the whole thing to go at once. I guess if I had to pull the head a little further initially, that would have worked. All right. Oh yeah, the Grey Ghost skin, of course. Now, I see a bunch of these skins don't seem to work on the 389. and they work on the 379, so I don't know what's up with that. So that's weird. So if you're having problems, yeah, just I'll look at it and I'll get to it. But in the meantime, run a 379. Now, the fenders, the headache rack, and the rear bumper are all going to be a mess. So you just have to put chrome units on, or do something different. Like I got these new Peterbilt fenders on here, and they look pretty cool. In place of the painted double humps or full, which would have gibberish all over them. So I got to come up with a plan to address all these skin problems. And what I thought I would do is I'm going to look back through the skins. I'll look back and see how they did. And the ones, the next skin I'm going to update for the 379, 389 to get the 378 and 388 in there is I'm going to look at how popular the skins were. And the ones that got the most downloads are going to get attention first. And I'll just work down the list that way and see how we make out. So I guess that's the plan. But just, it's Friday, going to be a busy weekend. Probably get started on Monday with any luck. But as always, guys, I appreciate you following along. And as always, take care and bye for now.